Well, good day YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today, you have the Rhino, and we're looking at this beer right here in front of me. This is a very new beer. It's not out to the public yet. This one doesn't even have a back label, because this was snuck out of the brewery before the back labels even showed up. I was talking to the brewmaster and founder of the brewery, and he's like, "You have a bottle of that? That sneaky man." So, this is Winter from Highlander Brew Co. Now, the Winter is part of a four-season set: winter, spring, summer, and fall. It was part of a crowdfunding prize. I forget exactly what the crowdfunder was for. I believe to build something for tourism. I think it may have been a beer school, or I can't even remember. And while I was talking to the founder, I was like, "Is there anything you want me to say about this beer?" And he wouldn't tell me anything. He's like, "Oh, I don't want to skew your decision on the beer." And I go, "No, I'm not talking about that. Is there anything you want me to bring up about it? Anything in the history or the ideas or this?" And so I didn't get much. He did tell me what the spring, the summer, and the fall seasonals would be. I'm not going to spoil those for you, but I'm interested in all of them. More interested in spring and fall than summer, but they all sound really intriguing. 10% alcohol. Highest ABV beer I've ever had from Highlander, to be honest with you. Highlander up in South River, Ontario, really interesting place to go to. I've never been there myself, but I do know that they have some great event space, and apparently if you're a local, you get the event space for free, which is cool. They're all about the community. So we're foil capped here. Yeah. That's a cork. That's a cork. Don't worry, I actually already knew it was cork. I had my cheating corkscrew here because I don't want to shake this up. Basically, he told me he hand-corked and hand-filled every one of these bottles. So, good on ya. But I hate corks. Especially ones that are... Holy shit! That would have been worse than the dildo corks. There we go. There wasn't any pop really on that when it came out. That's intriguing. So like I said, he did hand cork all of these, and yeah, let's try it, shall we? Let's not try it in that glass. Obviously not a glass that was cleaned very well. That one was not done by me. This one, however, was. So if there's something wrong with it, I actually have to blame myself. Oh. I like the look of that. And before I get the "that's not proper glassware" comment, you're right, it's not. I actually have a Highlander Brew Co. glass. I believe Liam gave it to me last year at the beer festival, but it's basically a straight pint glass, and this beer does not deserve to go in a straight pint glass. That is a lot of head for something that did not pop at all when it opened, and for something that's 10% alcohol. Beautiful mocha head, one finger of it. Nice snap crackle pop in there. Beautiful look too. That is mahogany brown to ruby red, somewhere in there. You can see light through it. It's kind of reddish, kind of brownish. Looks black though if you're not holding it up to the light. You know what? It is black. Don't listen to me. I'm seeing my safety orange shirt in the glass. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. No, it's mahogany brown at the very tip, but the rest of it is black. I was seeing my shirt through it. That's unfortunate. Let's sniff this up. Now, he did say that the beer was very malty, that the malt bill was huge, and he wasn't lying. I get some roastiness, I get some molasses, I get some roastiness, molasses, ginger. Roastiness, molasses, ginger, some cherry and fig, dark chocolate. Oh, this smells divine. Let's try it. Cheers. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about the carbonation, because I don't know what order this is going to go up in, but I did drink 2 beers from him over the last few days that I did say were overly carbonated. The carbonation's perfect on this. Nice medium carbonation. Mouth feels heavy. It's a full mouthfeel, full heavy mouthfeel, very complex, very creamy even. Is there alcohol warming? A little bit down at the bottom of the throat. Kind of expect that on a 10% alcohol beer. Roasty, toasty, chocolate, caramel, cherry, fig, ginger. Now I do believe he told me there was orange peel in this. I don't get it myself. I think it's hidden over all the other complexities. I love those cherry and fig notes. I love that chocolate note. I love that roasty caramel note. There's a nice just earthiness on the back end. I would say this is a spectacular beer. Stylistically, I don't know exactly what you would call it. You wouldn't even give me that. I would probably put this myself as an imperial stout, just because it has that heft. It does taste roasted, so it has that heft. It tastes like there's a roastiness to it, and it's just so complex that I would go into an imperial stout myself with this. Though I mean, some people could argue that it's a winter warmer because with the fig and the cherry and the chocolate and all that, maybe you could say it's fruitcake or something like that. If there was chocolate and fruitcake, I'd eat a lot more fruitcake. I really enjoy this beer. I really thank Dwayne for even thinking of me with it. He was dropping off some beers for me to try because he wanted me to make up a mixed 12-pack for their website, which I'm trying to do. I might actually send him 2 of them. I might send him an everyday person 12-pack and a craft beer 12-pack, because he told me that he only wants like 4 different brands in each 12-pack, just so that they can keep stock up and so that they don't screw anything up and stuff like that. And I understand that human error is a big thing. I mean, I've made a lot of errors in packages I'm sending. I actually sent 2 beers to one guy once, just 2, and he asked me for one. I was going to surprise him with another, and dumb me packaged 2 of the exact same beer and sent it to him. He's like, "Did you mean to send me 2 of these beers?" I'm like, "No, I meant to send you one of these. I'm sorry." So I mean, it happens, and when you're packing a lot of things, it can happen easily. So I can understand that. What do I think of this beer? I think it's divine. I don't love everything Highlander makes. I find, for the most part, most of their beers are solid. There's 1 or 2 I haven't liked very much myself over the years, but have they ever done... Is it because of bad brewing? No, it's never been bad brewing, per se. It's I shouldn't even say per se, because somebody will take that the wrong way. It's not been bad brewing, it's just been my personal tastes. Everything has been brewed well. I just don't like everything, and you're not supposed to like everything, and you're never going to like everything, and to say you like everything is kind of a lie. Unless you have a reason to like everything, like you're the brewer itself, or you work at that company and you feel pride for that company. Maybe then you'll like everything, and there's a reason that you're liking everything. But other than that, it's not all that common to like everything, and that's okay. But for the most part, I am a fan of the brewery. Most of their beers, for me, are either really good or solid. There's a couple again that are under that solid mark for me. But this is spectacular. I do hope that he made more of these than he needed to. I do hope that there is going to be people that can get this. Again, chocolate, caramel, molasses, a beautiful roastiness, a slight coffee taste, almost like you're chewing on charred wood, almost as if it was barrel aged, because you get that almost oaky, tannic dryness, almost like you took a tongue depressor and held it on your tongue. Some cherry, some fig. A bit of ginger, that earthy bitterness, that bit of warming, that heavy mouthfeel, that creaminess. This is an extremely well-made beer. Out of 10 on this, a 9.5 out of 10. I really enjoy this. I really do. Thank you again to Dwayne for sending this out. I'm going to drink the rest of this while I wait for my video game to load up. Thank you guys. Bye. You know what? Let's drink another big gulp, right, before we go? Might as well. Now I'm going to drink the rest of it. Wow. It kicks you if you drink a whole bunch. That alcohol warming is really non-existent until you try to chug. Then it's like, hey buddy, what you doing? Bye guys.